Welcome back, Honestman, Skyrim, first playthrough. We got a little bit of catching up to do. So, first and foremost, I finished up my fairs in Whiterun, and I headed over to the Ritual Stone here. So, it was a pretty short walk. There was nothing really eventful there. It's a couple farms. But the reason I'm heading this way is I'm on my way to Valthium Towers, and I don't remember why this is even on my map. But I'm going to hit that up with the ultimate goal of coming around over to Iverstead here to speak with the Greybeards. So, in other words, I'm trying to get the main story going a little further, is my plan. Now, this might be a huge Schadenfreude expedition if I can't actually traverse this territory for some reason. Like looking at the map, I can sort of imagine a scenario where maybe the idea is I have to go into a cave and get through the mountain, or find a trail to go up the mountain and then down. I don't know. I'm just sort of assuming that I can go around here. So that's the tentative plan. It did not escape my attention that at Whiterun Stables I can hire a wagon master to cart me to over half a dozen different locations around the map. Part of the challenge with that is I don't know what those places are. like, he'll say, "Oh, I'll take you to Farstar," or whatever. And it's like, well, I don't know where that is. So I don't know, hypothetically, what over here the wagon master could take me to expedite this. So I'm just hoofing it. Not with actual hooves. I didn't get a horse yet, but just on my feet. So that's kind of what's going on there. Some bad news is that I failed missing in action. So my assumption is that this failed due to some invisible timer, that I just wasn't prompt enough, because this just sort of randomly popped up that I failed. So there must have been a clock ticking, and my assumption at this point is that Thorold is actually dead now. So live and learn. Those are the breaks. Apparently there's clocks running for some of these things. Corollary to that is that I do want to play whack-a-mole a little bit on some of these other quests before these start failing, if they are in fact time restricted. But this is first on list. Speaking to Greybeards is first on list. And I'm partially hoping that the next story milestone is in fact going to take me to or near some of these other locations anyway. And then it's two birds with one stone kind of thing. On the skills front, I did end up putting a point into shield blocking. And I feel like I almost immediately have buyer's remorse on that. We'll see. In the fullness of time, we'll see if that pays off or not. I really do want some of these other things in archery, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But I have a couple points in there. I have a couple points into one hand, a couple points into light armor, so I'm feeling good there. I think next level up is probably more sneak. I think that makes sense. That's the direction I'm leaning. On the equipment front, I basically overhauled my kit a little bit. I picked up a Skyforged steel sword as a reward for that companion quest last episode, and I put a fire enchantment on it. Now, this was a tough decision, actually. One, because I wasn't sure if I should go fire, ice, or lightning. And two, because I wasn't sure how potent to make the enchantment. Because the higher the damage, the lower the number of charges or swings you get. Ultimately, I ended up doing max damage, so 10 points, but I think I only have like 18 hits, something like that. It's a really low number, which prompted me to buy an additional Skyforged steel sword, as well as a two-handed weapon that had a soul trap enchantment on it, which was a very expensive endeavor. I paid over $1,000 for that great sword or whatever it was, which I promptly turned around and I forget the term, but I broke it apart, basically, so that I could teach the enchantment to other things. So then I put the soul trap enchantment over onto the other sword, so that I have a soul trap sword to fill soul gems, which I can then use to keep my fire sword fiery. So that's the executive summary there. I also upgraded my bow to an orcish bow, so I'm feeling pretty good there. And I bought myself a ring of archery for an additional 20% more bow damage. That cost me a pretty penny, but I thought it was a good investment. Also currently wearing an amulet of health for an extra 10 health. And just pretty much all mostly leather. I do have this scaled helmet that I'm running with. So yeah, I think we're all caught up. That's what's going on. And I'll just get this stone thingy. Oh no! It replaces the thief? Okay, hold that thought. I'm going to reload. I don't want that. Okay, reloaded. Ready to get back on the road. I thought that would be in addition to the thief boost, not replacing it. But what that one does is let you like reanimate a corpse or something, which I don't really intend to use, but I just sort of picked it up because I thought it would just be free, and maybe there would be an opportunity. Oh, I got him. Oh, right in the butt. That is lethal. Some tundra cotton. Oh, another thing I discovered, completely by accident, for the record, is that with these alchemy ingredients, you can eat them. And then it teaches you, like, potential usage for it. So, I've been sampling alchemy ingredients to try to get a better bearing on what I can possibly make with them. I hope that wasn't a horse. That kind of looked like a horse. No, elk. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we're coming down to water level here. Sea level. I don't know if this is the right way, if I should be trying to get up the side of the mountain as far as the Greybeards. I think we learned last time that the compass only goes red when they are like actively aggro.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Is it? Alright. And you know what? Let's just...
Damn, where'd you go?
Get out of here.
I'd kill you if I had to. I cannot best you.
Tell you what, you start running, or I can stab you in the back.
Oh, those are arrows hitting around me. That's what I heard to the side. Okay. Can I get in here? Ah.
Where are you? Over here.
Alright, we're just gonna rush them. Okay, I'm kind of out of fire, so let's get the shield. Yeah, you just... Oh, Wasn't wise. I guess I killed the bandit leader. Who is... Was that the leader that just fell? That would have been embarrassing, huh?
Skyrim! I love a challenge!
Love a challenge, huh? Alright. I'm gonna clean up, and then we'll head back out. Okay, so it was actually the chief that fell, but I was able to loot the body here. Now, let's try to get back on track. Oh, and we did pick up a level there, didn't we? We'll go ahead and do that. I still like stamina. Maybe I'm going too deep into stamina. I should be going HP here, but let's go some more stamina. And I think I do want more sneak. There we go. Yeah, with the bearing of this compass, with this arrow, I do fear this is the wrong way. I need to get up the mountain. Yeah, it sure seems like a lot of altitude there. I think I need to get up the side of the mountain. I'm going to double back. Maybe just warp back. I'll warp back to the ritual stone here.
We're here to teach you a lesson. This'll... But I heard something.
Really? That's rude. Back myself off of a cliff here. Get my shield out. Alright. You beat me up pretty good.
Just give up!
They got these shields.
Enough! Please don't kill me!
Jerks. By order of Balgrumph the Greater, to all able-bodied men and women of Whiterun, the bandits located in Valtham Keep have been harassing, robbing, and attacking citizens and visitors. A reward will be offered. Oh. This is the mission I just finished. I just wiped that out. Okay, so they weren't after me, right? I'm just a good upstanding citizen. They were after the thing that I just did. Okay, maybe these cairns are telegraphing the path. So, I did mention at the top that I sort of broke down a two-handed weapon to get the enchantment, the soul trap enchantment off of it. And certainly at the beginning I was playing around with two-handed weapons. But I think, obviously I've gotten away from that. I think maybe we just need to keep working clockwise around the edge of the mountain here. I got away from that, obviously, and I'm now favoring one-handed weapons. And this is something I sort of remember from Oblivion, and I'm guessing they haven't addressed it thoroughly or properly. Because if I remember right, in Oblivion, it basically came down to the fact that if you are dual wielding or doing sword shield, that's twice as many opportunities to have magical enhancements in play versus a two-handed weapon. I think that's the thing. Well, that sure looks like something there, doesn't it? That's not where the marker is, though. That's something else. Let's see, where are the wolves? This is a good opportunity for some soul trap. Go. I didn't bother trying to do that with the bandits because I do not currently have soul gems large enough for human souls. So really just looking for kind of wildlife and smaller creatures. Oh. That's a giant up there. I don't think I want to mess with this. Can I unlock the location at least? Is that a thing? Like, what is this? Golden rock. Yeah, like, I'm not even close. It's like I'm not even close. I need to get south here. Is there a way up the mountain there? It doesn't seem like it. Maybe there is. But this definitely doesn't look good. Music just picked up a little. I don't like that. I don't see anything on the compass though. So I don't think they're on me. See if we can get up the side of this mountain here. But yeah, remembering from Oblivion, you really wanted to go with two pieces of equipment so you could enchant two things. And I'm assuming the same logic holds true here. I cannot get up this. So that's part of what sealed the deal for me. Because part of how they could fix that, or at least mitigate it, would be to allow multiple, twice as many enchantments on a two-handed weapon versus a single-handed weapon. But I think that would probably make two-handed weapons super overpowered then, because in addition to breaking even on enhancements, you've got much higher attack power. So I think maybe that's what they're presuming. So yeah, it's not an easy thing to balance one way or the other. Of horse, but it seems like they are not. I don't think they're in the right spot yet on how to balance it. Is this the way up? Who's that? I really hate this compass. Like, I don't know if this is friend or foe. Like, should I be shooting this guy?
If you
Stormcloak.
know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Alright. Yeah, see, I almost put an arrow into that guy. Run Stormcloak camp. Bloody rags. I can just straight up take a horse. Does anybody here have an actual name? Who are you?
Talos guide you. Damn faithless Imperials.
Yeah, why are you called the Stormcloaks?
At first they called us that to belittle our cause, but we gladly accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of Skyrim. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. We fight to make our land great once more, to raise up strong, noble thanes, and lay low false jarls and the cowards who hide behind them. The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies. Our friendship, a cloak of true brotherhood for all who would wear it.
Yeah, what about the war?
Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torek do? He and the Owls that supported him? They took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody Justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them.
How does one join?
Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't join anything. Either you're a true son of Skyrim, or you're not. If you are, then you make your way to Windhelm and talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly.
Wow, okay.
I'll take my leave then.
Got a real sort of racial purity thing going on, huh? I mean, that's always worked out great, right? Okay, we need to find our way here. I picked up this clairvoyance spell, I think from a book. And
Keep your eyes open.
I was like, oh, I mean, that's for suckers, right? Who needs that?
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Apparently the answer is me. I need that. Because this is supposed to show me the way to the current objective. Okay. Well, that's a thing. I choose you. Chestnut. Ooh, wow, this is a little squirrely. Alright, can I still... I can't cast spells like this. Get back here. I'm gonna assume that they're just trying to get me to the main road. Let's check here. I mean, I guess it's not the main road, but it's a road. Okay, that way. Oh my god, this is Riverwood. What? Yeah, they want me to go this way. Okay, I had to ditch the horse because I wanted to stop and unload my loot. But that'll make it easier to stay on track with where I'm going. Because yeah, apparently they're sending me up the mountain near Riverwood, whatever this place is called. There's a rabbit. That's not a rabbit. Oh, he's got food too.
Your time is at its end.
Good. Oh my god. Okay, I really hope those guys are still there. Because they had armor I wanted. They had, looked like they had elven armor. Which I saw from the merchant I just visited is light. So I think I definitely do want that. Oh, there's a dude. Old orc. Well, was that... Did I really want to shoot an old orc? Who's this guy?
I'll show you what's real. Oh well, must have run off.
Okay, so I think clearly this must be like some sort of random spawn point. And perhaps also clearly I can't get too cute with my tactics.
Oh, thank goodness. I've been wandering alone for so long, I thought I'd never see another soul again.
What happened?
I was kidnapped by these bandits weeks ago. They locked me up in the towers near Mistwatch. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guards slept.
Well
but
done.
now, I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please?
Yeah, there's a town right nearby here.
Oh, thank you. But I should be fine now that you've shown me the way. But those bandits have to be stopped. They're at Mistwatch. Here, let me show you on your map. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
Done and done. You're going the wrong way. Alright, well. Oh my god, they're taking me to Helgen. They're taking me all the way back to Helgen. Like, if I had known this, I could have warped here 30 minutes ago.
Time to end this little game.
Okay, yeah, don't get too cute. We just go sword and board. I'm out of charges.
Are you prepared to die? Time to end this little game.
Alright. So one of the things that I mentioned in a prior episode was that I really don't care for the companions, and a couple of reasons. I think the most obvious one is just that they just get in the way. Like, even if I was more magic oriented, just the whole friendly fire situation is just so pernicious. Whereas, like in Fallout, where you have guns, it's much easier to sort of shoot around and shoot in tandem without creating a big mess. Is she friendly? He, Hunter. And I think I could be tempted into some companions.
I am waiting for a good death.
Oh, this is the random dude I died to.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave.
What does that mean? Good death?
Yes. Were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath.
Why do you want to die, old dude?
My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived.
Yeah, you don't look that old.
Indeed. One should find his death while he can still call himself a proper man. We Orcmen are not like these Nords and Imperials who carry on until they are gray and feeble and their hair falls out. To cling to something past its usefulness is unseemly. How much more so when that thing is you?
Okay, perhaps I can help.
Perhaps. Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
We shall see.
You're mine.
Okay, here we go. Alright, so this time, instead of playing around with magic, sword and shield, right? I mean, you could have... draw first.
I'm going to put you down.
Wow, he has... points. He's real tough. Not gonna lie.
No one is an orc.
Wow, we're pumping through the potions. That's okay.
That's it? That's all you got? Oh well, must have run off.
Okay, not our best day. And now it looks like he's gone again. I think this was the spot. But anyway, so as I was saying, the companions with melee and like splashy AoE damage just does not work. Oh, that looked like a hit to me. Oh, I got him. Nice. Goat. And the other thing is, like, well, at least in Fallout, it's like the companions had some personality. They added some flavor to the proceedings. But, like, when I was rolling with Lydia, like, she never said a single thing, I don't think. There was no flavor text. So yeah, if they don't even have any real personality to speak of, then I'm not terribly interested in the companions.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, you're going to have a real problem.
You won't catch me. In here. I'm sure there's some interesting folks to chat with, but let's find our Greybeards first.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's
Hope you
getting
can do something about
dangerous.
them.
Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
Yeah, what kind of delivery?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, what do they pay you? How do they make money?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
Yeah, I can hook you up.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything I should watch out for?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you.
Indeed.
Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Anything interesting going on around here?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
Yeah, as long as they're not old orcs.
Be careful up there.
I'm content. Isn't that all that matters?
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop. This has to be the worst place in Skyrim to run a mill. How am I supposed to do anything with all those bears running around?
Bears? You got bear trubs?
Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd.
They are indeed land sharks.
Have you ever seen what a bear does to the trees? They jump on their hind legs and scratch them to bits, marking their territory or something. It's getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees at the right size. Costs me too much time and money. My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Iverstead long ago. The Greybeards stay away from me, and I stay away from them. Suits me just fine.
Okay.
Now go give those stupid bears what's coming to them.
Yeah. Freaking Osos.
Trouble?
Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs, for the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Yeah, what are you doing here, dude?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Do you know these Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Alright.
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. Mm-hmm.
Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. Yeah, some things never change, I suppose. It's already looking like I'm going to use magic a lot more than perhaps I originally anticipated. I think the spell effects have been pretty good for these early level things, and I'm expecting bigger and better as we go. Oh, that's a banner. I thought that was an enemy. That's a Karen with a scarf. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
What are you doing?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
I think you need some better hobbies, Kurita.
Good day.
Kine called on Paarthurnax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged. Dragon against tongue. frost troll. Okay, this doesn't look great. Let's go flaming sword and shield, because I feel like I'm gonna need to block. These guys. Do another one just in case here. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. For years all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name, Tiber Septim. Stripling then was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin, Dragonborn. The voices worship, follow the inner path, speak only in true need. Here's Clement's supplies. Tuck those in there.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
Yeah, you called.
We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
I'm relenting
Do not
force.
be afraid. Your shout will not harm us. Fulsang! Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Dude, you called me.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
A destiny.
That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm
You
ready.
have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. See how quickly you can master your new thum. Use the unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Target practice?
Force roll! Well done. Again. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Alright, yeah, I need this training for my destiny. Right? Which is to gather fat loots and kill jerks. What are we doing? Need me to kill a dragon? I've killed 2. Can't be tougher than an orc.
Learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you with the gift of Wold. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Now, your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new Thuum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
Yeah, that's a piece of cake.
No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom.
Impossible.
You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Yeah, who is this Jürgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Okay.
That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Yeah, why are the dragons returning?
No doubt, the appearance of a dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
All right.
Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead. Wind, guide you.
So I think that's going to be a wrap. I'll head back to civilization and plot a course for next time. Until then, thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe. This has been Honestman, and I'll see you next time with more Skyrim.